Good morning from Spain, Quiet here, and welcome back to another episode of my hike of the Camino del Norte. A bit of a time jump since the last episode where I was just checking into that hostel in Deba. I was at mile about 45. I am currently leaving the small village of Pobena, I think, and I'm about mile 114 once I get back on the trail. I'll go into that in a little bit, but just on a side note, I was editing videos and stuff, and I'm thinking, now that I'm on a trail like this, it's not really like the PCT where you're in the wilderness for days at a time. I'm usually just going like town to town. So I'm going to try to show more of like the, I guess, social and communal aspects. You know, just like more of a vloggy daily life with the hike instead of just like strictly hiking, you know? But anyway, so yeah, I'm just doing a road walk now to get back on the trail. When I was in Deba, I actually recorded a couple of episodes after I left there, but had some technical issues. There was a lot of big climbs, and what I've been doing is I've been attaching the camera to my backpack strap here. Usually it works okay, but there was some kind of issue with the gimbal. So about 90% of the videos for those days, I didn't realize the camera was pointing down like a 45-degree angle. So you weren't really seeing anything. And I'm actually noticing still a few issues with it. This thing has like tracking built into it, but I noticed it's been kind of going a bit wonky. I guess that's life on the trail. But yeah, so lost a couple days of footage. It was just a big climb. It was a pretty big day. It was like 16 miles. It was like over 3,000 feet up and down. But yeah, so I mean, long story short, it was just a lot of ups and downs. I was just trudging through it. That's why I wasn't really holding the camera. And then because of one of those steep ascents, I felt some shin splints coming on. So I skipped ahead about 20 miles to the fairly large town of Bilbao, and took a couple of days there in a very futuristic, oh, there we go, going all wonky again, a very futuristic hostel. It was a capsule hotel. I've been to a lot of those in Japan, but this one was like a spaceship. It's pretty cool. And then I got back on trail and just walking through the city. It was like 25 miles of going through the city, going past industrial areas, and wound up at this little hostel in Pobena here. So that catches you up. I'm just kind of standing here now because I have a very steep climb in front of me and I'm putting it off. Okay. Oh God. Well, that's been a main theme of this trail so far. Every day, big ups, big downs. On the plus side, there has been some amazing views of the ocean almost every day. This Camino has a reputation for being the toughest, but also one of the most beautiful. Okay, so looks like I will be following the ocean for a while along this little cliff path here. It's pretty nice. Plan today is 15 miles. I am trying to, or shooting for, to do at least 15-ish every day from here on out. I've been keeping that up fairly well. I'm starting with like 12s and going up from there. But yeah, if I can do about 15 a day, and let's be honest, there's might be a little more skipping here and there. Nothing too major though, unless there's some kind of big thing like a fire closure or something. But yeah, I'm shooting to wrap up in about mid-May, so a month from now. So yeah, 15 miles is the town of Islares, I think. And I've got a hostel booked for tonight. That's the goal. I left at 8 a.m., so should have plenty of time to get there. Looks like, I believe there's a bigger town coming up before the one I'm shooting for. I think it's called like Castro or Castrol, but It's only 10 miles, so I'm gonna shoot past it. Can't be sure exactly, but I'm pretty sure somewhere over there is the UK and Scotland, where I came from previously. It's kind of a, it's weird when you think about it, how sort of small the world can be in a lot of ways, especially in terms of global civilization. How it used to take months and a prayer to travel across an ocean, and now you can do it in a few hours. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I enjoy doing stuff like this. You have to slow down one step at a time, under your own power. It's a lot different when it's not flying by out the window of a car. You can really stop and enjoy it whenever you want. Yeah, that's another thing. On the PCT, we didn't have water fountains every 100 meters. It's pretty convenient. Looks like there's only 689 kilometers to go. One thing I forgot to mention, today it's, I think it's mostly like paved, from what I gathered anyway. There might be some forays into the woods or something, but yeah, I think most of the day it's going to be paved, and apparently a big chunk of it is going to be like walking along a highway that's apparently a bit sketchy. No shoulders and stuff, so I have to be careful with that. Yeah, a little worried about my camera. It's definitely acting up a bit. I noticed that sometimes when I'm moving the joystick to reposition the gimbal, it activates the record button. It's like something's screwy going on in there. I'll see maybe updating the firmware helps. If there is an update, and it might just be dust or water or whatever. This isn't by no means an action camera, so I'm trying to be a little more careful with it, even though I think you've already seen it take a dive a few times. Oh boy. Yeah, you definitely watch out for that first step. Oh, so we curved away from the water for a bit, but looks like we're probably heading back towards it. Feeling pretty pleasant right now. Yeah, so staying at the hostels has been also interesting communal experience. I still haven't really, connected with anyone the same way I did on the PCT, but it's been interesting making small acquaintances here and there. Okay, leaving the ocean behind yet again. Crossing under a bridge. Looks like a highway walk is coming up pretty soon. Okay, so yeah, looks like the long way is almost double. It's a weekday, it's a little bit early, so hopefully it won't be too busy. I'll walk on the opposite shoulder. Okay, here's the pretty narrow shoulder bit. Yeah, I got a lot of that. Okay, I've been climbing this road for, seems like forever. I'm slowly making my way back down to the ocean. I can see this road just kind of goes all the way there, turns around and comes back. Big old switchback. But straight ahead is where this restaurant's supposed to be. Oh, it's not looking too good. Yep, this is the point. Looks like, I guess they are not open yet. Okay, well, I am about 5.5 miles in for the day, so I think I'm still gonna take a break. Yep, nothing special. Just some turkey breasts, brie, and baguette. I will throw on some mayo. Yep, eating a sandwich, watching the trucks pass along the highway. Okay, finished lunch. Took about 40-45. Make my way onward. Oh, I was so caught up. I completely missed the turnoff. Yeah, that wasn't fun. It's about 0.2 uphill backtrack. I could help myself. Okay, left the bar behind. Spent about a half hour there. Guess that's my beer quarter for the day. Got about 8 miles to go from here. Okay, made a bit of a wrong turn back there. Luckily it was, I guess, downhill to backtrack, but I'm off the road and continuing this little dirt path along the coast. That looks like the town of, I guess, Castro. It's actually a fairly decent size. That's what she said. Okay, looks like it switchbacks down. I have to say, this has probably been the most beautiful section so far. Okay, going up again before I enter the town, and it looks like it's not even a trail. Okay, heading steeply down into the town. Okay, finally leaving the town behind. Well, 3 miles ago and the rain has come. Still, I don't know, 2.5 more miles to go. It's after 3. Starting to feel the day weigh upon my body. Oh my God, you guys are so lucky. You can't smell this right now. This is, I feel like I literally fell face first in a pile of manure. I didn't, that's what it smells like. Okay, wow, this is, actually, it's pretty spooky. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. I literally did a double take when I came over the hill and saw this view. Looks like Jurassic Park. Okay, well, perhaps better than the view is I am now about under a mile from town. Okay, thank God, this appears to be the hostel.
They sleep here tonight.
Okay.
Okay, be careful with your head when you enter.
Sure.
Right? I'm going to leave this chair here.
Thank you. Okay, guys, just got checked into the Islara's hostel. Very nice host, very nice place. Yeah, that last mile or so, I just kind of put my head down and kind of pushed it. I wasn't feeling that great. My ankles were starting to give out on me. Actually, I had started to develop the hiker hobble pretty severely around 11 or 12 miles in, but it just kept getting worse. And I'm guessing it's because of the 99% of the trail today that was paved. So hopefully that will go away by tomorrow. It usually does. Speaking of tomorrow, don't really know what the plan is. I'll look at the map and figure it out. So stat-wise, we did about 15 miles, a little bit extra because I had to backtrack after getting lost. Ascent and descent was about 1,700 feet. So it was like a medium day. I just feel a lot more wiped out than even some of those bigger days, I think, just because of the pavement and stuff. Hopefully that's what that is. So I'm gonna wrap this up here at mile 130, and I will see you tomorrow when we continue our journey along the Camino del Norte. Goodbye forever.